My name's Peter. My friends call me Pete.
You can't run from me, you foul beast! You think you outsmarted me? The mighty Muldoon? I don't think so, Yoked Girth!
Stay tuned for what happens next on Yoked Girth. Now a word from our sponsor.
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky Punch-O fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. It's a punch to the gut. So stop by, fill up, and make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog before you jet away.
Good morning, Brook Hollow. Today is October 20, 1990. This is your news. We have a special breaking report. The police department has released information that more local teenagers have gone missing. They were last seen earlier this week, and the only connection between the teenagers is that they are all students at Brook Hollow High School. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of other possible abductions and missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. The mayor of Brook Hollow has put a curfew into effect for anyone under 18 starting tonight. Now to other news. In the business world, prominent practical technology signs a few deals with.
Whoa, Pete. Oh, looks like you really stepped in it this time. Just where are you? Hello? Hello? All right, Pete. Remember your scout training. Step 1, get your bearings.
Signal detected.
What's that? It sounds like a radio signal. It must be being transmitted from nearby. Well, logic dictates that there are probably more of these stations. If I keep searching, I'll find some clues. Or someone.
Science!
size of that thing. It's probably the size of a bathroom scale?
I was a fool to have ever doubted myself. A fool like Klein, like Kaminsky, like Schmechter, like all of Ominent. I am here in the backyard. Down in the backyard. I mean, I am speaking to you from the backyard. I am tiny! I should gather my thoughts. This is a momentous occasion. Wendell Tolley official log, 89.08.05. Recording as I take my first steps into the miniature world. The sights are unbelievable. The textures, the way the light falls upon every surface, the subtle patterns in all of the objects that surround me, the grass. Even common lawn grass looks like a structure from an alien world. Wait, what's that sound? The very earth is trembling. Over there, what could it be? An ant! My God, today, the world has changed forever.
Curiosity killed the tiny Pete. Huh. Well, looks like this thing hooks up with those lasers. I don't think that worked properly. It seems like the machine needs all 3 lasers to function. Maybe there's a way to fix them? Consulting Detective Weevil, hot on the trail. He's got a nose for the truth. Whoa, why don't you just stay over there, small red insect? Taking a look. Mark that one off the list. Let there be light! Yeah! common example of the Formicidae family. My bad? Curious. Ophidoidea. Hark, yonder lady of the Clover Forest! On what errand does the day find you? Those look like idealized geometric shapes in that paint thing. They can't be real.
I have isolated the source of the particle irregularities. They appear to be a byproduct of the shrinking process. If I adjust the machine to account for their existence, it should be the key to the de-shrinking, expanding process. Burgle, please bring up the readings for the irregular covalent SNPI 42Z particle traces. Ugh, that name is going to get tiresome. And while you're at it, rename all references to the irregular covalent SMPI 42Z particle to raw science.
Order received. Raw science identified. Does it require cooking, flipping, or grilling?
No, none of those. Categorization.
That answer is not permitted, according to health code standards governing the handling of raw food items.
Come on!
System reboot in progress.
Thanks for the helping hand. I am Burgle, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot. I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain. I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device. Why are you here in the yard? I do not. A recent power surge has, and what's worse, the explosion. Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. You are here in the Oak Lab. This is the base of operation. Dr. Tully is a brilliant. He is also my creator. However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist. Although now that I am processing it, and now I cannot recall where he went. It seems you and I are both a little discombobobed. Given my best calculations, your biomass has been subject to covalent spacing reduction via interatomic energy extraction. In other words, you have been shrunk. Shrinking can be a traumatic experience. To return to your prior size, you would. Unfortunately, my readings indicate it is inoperable. I am sorry, but it appears you may be stranded here for some time. Haha! That is a great idea. Let me run processing. Memory fault. Code 408B ARG. I am sorry again. It appears I have sustained more damage to my memory chips than expected. Without those memories, Dr. Tully used 2 types of chips to back up my memory. Auxiliary chips are small capacity chips used to store project data. If you find these, I should be able to help you learn new survival recipes. Super chips are special, and they are gold. They back up full directories of my memory system. If we are going to fix the spacer, that data is bound to be on a... I suggest exploring the other lab. Dr. Tully has built many more labs through each lab is processing. Error. Cheese and fries. The lab locations are... But we are in luck. The hedge lab is the observation center. You will find the hedge near the house. Try to find the hedge lab first. That reminds me. Head over to the ASL. Once you are registered, ASL grants access to daily work items, nay, tasks. In my science shop, you can trade. Log on to the ASL terminal over... Unless you have any other questions, have an exponentially...
Science!
I'm holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean?
What would Dr. Tully do?
Science!
This morning, I installed the borrowed lab modules. Another one of my forgotten inventions from the early days. I had such grand notions back then. The Kinder Science Mini Quick Little Chemist Lab educational toy for children. But no, Wendell, we can't possibly put hydrochloric acid into the hands of children. The lawyers will never agree. It's a good thing I never told them about the Bunsen burners. Odd that Ominent has been using my toy pieces in this way. I digress. The lab network is now up and running in the backyard. I'm planning to dedicate each one of them to a different function. Main power will run through here, the Oak Lab is the center of operations for the backyard. The second lab is nestled into the hedge. Such wonderful views from up there. Side note, I'm worried that Ominent's shoddy manufacturing of the lab pieces will cause them to fall apart over time, but they will do for now.
It's getting quite late. I should construct some shelter and get some sleep. I wonder if I could keep that aphid as a pet. Ugh. Worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts. I'm stuck! Aw, poor guy's got allergies.